Hello YouTube and welcome to the next episode of the Ultimate Review Around the World with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We are at yet another Russian airport, Uniform Lima Alpha Alpha, Talagi. This is the airport that serves the Arkhangelsk area of Russia, not very far from the Finland border. Let's jump in. Let's go down and take a look at the default airport. Oh, there are quite a few parking spots. This looks good. Ooh, there's some large parking. Okay, let's pick some. There we go. Let's pick one. Let's go in. And while that is loading, this airport has a 2,500 meter or 8,200 foot long runway. It actually does have charts on Navigraph, which is good, and also the parking charts are available. It is, let's see, is it an international airport? It probably is, but it serves the area of Arkhangelsk in Russia. It's located just outside the city. It is a hub for Smart Avia, a Russian airline. And let's see what the default one looks like. Default airport, Talagi, Uniform Lima Alpha Alpha. So lots of buildings, all obviously auto-generated. Lots and lots of buildings. This one is the terminal building. Oh, it even has a couple of gates. Not bad. Pretty decent apron. And there's the runway. There's a taxiway there. Taxiway seems to be quite well marked. Is this another taxiway? This is another taxiway. There's another apron. It's a pretty large apron. It's a fairly large airport. As I said, it serves as one of the hubs for Smart Avia, which is a Russian airline, but it also does have flights from Aeroflot, Russia, Rusline, and others. It is amongst one of the busy airports in the Russian Federation, but it's also a military airport, so it's probably joint civil military usage. Let's see, looks okay during the day. I don't know what it's gonna look like at night. I do see lights on the runway, so the runways are at least lit. And let's see, approaches. Runway 8 has an ILS, runway 26 has an ILS, so it has ILS on both sides, which is actually pretty nice. So this is certainly an airport that can be used with an Airbus 320 or a 737, maybe slightly larger aircraft as well, though I wouldn't quite risk it, but let's have a look. Okay, 2,500 meters, 8,200 feet runway. Taxiways are lit. No center line markings, but taxiways are lit. Unfortunately, and this is my pet peeve with Microsoft Flight Simulator auto-generated airport, there are no apron lights. I do not understand why that is so. If they can generate the apron, they should be able to generate automatic lights on the apron. The buildings are all obviously auto-generated, but overall decent use. 1.5. Good news is X-Flight has a 2024 version of this airport, and we are going to look at that next. And we're back at Talagi, Uniform Lima Alpha Alpha. This is the X-Flight version of Talagi for Flight Sim 2024, available on flightsim.to. I'll put a link to that down below. And while we are waiting for this to load, we can talk a little bit more about this airport. It is actually an international airport, and it does have quite a bit of traffic. It usually has over 100,000 people passing through here, and quite a few flights, I believe. Let's have a look. Anyway, let's have a look at what this airport looks like. And okay, so let's get going. Back in the cockpit, I see somebody having fun out there outside. Looks cold. I don't know if it's warm enough. Okay, so let's see what happens. What happened there? The building just disappeared. So okay, there are the buildings. The terminal just disappeared. It's got good markings. It has lights. It has lots of static airplanes parked, but the main terminal building just disappeared. I think that's a LOD problem, level of object level of detail. And I thought this was designed for 2024. Yes, it is designed for 2024. So I guess they haven't solved the LOD problem. So it's very aggressive. The 2024 LOD is very aggressive. So the building does disappear as you get just a little bit away from it. But as you can see, it's actually handcrafted terminal buildings that have been designed. Even the gates are handcrafted. Oops. And yeah, this I was going to give this a 3, but I think I will have to be content with a 2.5 because the LOD is really, the disappearing buildings are not fun at all to deal with. And there are solutions to that. Having built scenery for 2024 myself, I know that there are solutions to that. These guys have not use that solution, so it's a little bit disconcerting. Otherwise the terminal appears to be fairly well modeled from the outside, but the disappearing terminals do us no favors. All said and done, I don't think the runway has changed much. Let's see, at night it should look pretty decent, but let's have a look. Yeah, there are lights. They look okay. They could have been better, but they do look okay. They are totally functional. Everything else appears to look decent. So yeah, it's a good one. 2.5. I would have given it a 3 had it not been for the vanishing buildings and lack of ground cover there. Unfortunately, yeah, these buildings keep appearing and disappearing, which is really, really disconcerting when you're using it. The airplanes, static airplanes, also appear and disappear. It looks like there are no buildings and there are no terminal buildings, when in fact there are. And anyway, all said and enough said about that. I think this one is, I'm going to give this a 2.5. It is definitely better. Up close it's good. You step away a little bit, not so good anymore. With that, I will put the link in the description so that you can download it if you are flying about in this region. With that, we come to an end of this episode. Join me on the next one, and meanwhile, give me a like, share, and a subscribe. Thank you very much.